Having the right tools and equipment makes any job go faster, which saves you valuable time and money. Matt Fleck takes us to a dairy in Nebraska that relies on John Deere equipment to get their work done quickly and efficiently.
The Nuttleman family in Nebraska has plenty to keep them busy. Not only do they operate a 250-head dairy, they also finish around 2,000 Holstein steers each year while farming 2,500 acres. Doug Nuttleman took over the operation in 1985 and runs it with his sons today.
One of my goals in my life is I always wanted to work with my dad, and I never had the chance. I grew up on a farm, and if I could have the opportunity to bring my boys back to the farm, that was my biggest goal in life. It's a real joy, and I'm really thankful to God that I can work with my boys, raise them in the culture that I want them to be in, and it's just special to me to be with them every day.
The farm and the dairy go hand in hand, with the Nuttlemans growing most of what they feed the cows. Dairy cows have high nutritional requirements, which is why the family works hard to ensure they're only producing the highest quality crops.
You got to have good quality stuff, so you always want to make sure you're doing a good job with your hay work and stuff. Corn silage is the same thing. We got to have a certain kind of corn silage for our milk cows.
We like to raise quality alfalfa for the dairy, good corn for the dairy, good soybeans for soybean meal. We put up silage, which is used both by the dairy and the feedlot. So we use our hay and grinding and stuff like that for the fat cattle and stuff too. But it's kind of like whatever you put in is what you get out. So if I put good products in, I'm going to get a good product back out. So we try to put up quality feed in every crop we raise.
For years, the Nuttleman family has relied on their local John Deere dealership for all their agricultural products. They know John Deere equipment makes the job easier, helps control costs, and allows efficient and effective use of time and labor.
We've been green equipment for a long time. It's good equipment. It's easy to run, it's durable. We put a lot of hours on our equipment. We tried out a John Deere baler, I'm going to say 20 years ago. It seemed like it had more capacity. It made a good product. We could go in the field sometimes and get more done with it, and it got us started, Arnhem, and I couldn't even count on my hand how many John Deere balers we've had. We run 2 of them right now, and I borrow my neighbor's John Deere when I get behind and stuff. So they're a good machine. They really are.
We support multiple facets of their operation, not just the cattle and feedlot operation, but also their row crop, hay equipment, and everything. To be involved in multiple pieces of their operation is really quite important, and we take a lot of pride in that as well, that we don't just support one part of their operation, but we're involved in the everyday, day-to-day operations. A lot of the guys, you consider them, part of the family, they're your friends. I always joke that a lot of the guys, I see them certain times of the year more often than I see my own wife, so you build very close relationships with those people.
I want to have parts the next day or that day. I got to have parts. Downtime kills everybody on the farm. It doesn't matter who you're talking to or what kind of equipment you run. I've got really good working relationships with our salesmen, our parts guys. I can call them after hours on their personal cell phone and they'll go get us parts. So I'd have to say we do have a great relationship with them.
John Deere equipment also helps keep Nuttleman dairies sustainable, which means they'll be able to pass it on to future generations.
I want to leave the place better than the way I got it, and I want my son to be, I want both of my sons, even my nephews, I want it readily available for them to come back. I hope it's here for the next generation. I really do. I wouldn't change it for the world. I enjoy coming to work every day. I do. I wouldn't change it. I love what I'm doing.
Reporting from Nebraska, I'm Matt Fleck for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
If you'd like to learn more about how equipment from John Deere can bring value to your farm or ranch, visit the website johndeere.com.